regular season. James fouled, count it, and one. Leonard, Paul George goes to the lane and bats it home as Leonard goes inside and throws it down.
This is a playoff environment. I love the intensity.
Davis, a three-pointer. It's good. Drives, hop step in the paint to Davis for the slam. James drives, layup, count it, and the foul. LeBron James putting on the finishing touches.
It's yours. You deserve it, my friend.
The Lakers win the Battle of LA yesterday. We go by the numbers, who now improved to 42-0 when they're leading after three quarters. That is the fifth longest streak to begin a season in NBA history. Lakers also 24-0 this season when they allow fewer than 105 points. That's the most wins without a loss by any team in the NBA this season. And the Lakers' opponents over the last two games, 96 combined wins. And according to Elias, that is the most by any team's opposition over a two-game win streak since the 1980 Suns, as we bring in our NBA champion, Kendrick Perkins. Part of why and what they did this weekend is why JaVale McGee said, Perk, and I know you know this, that the Lake Show is the best team in the world right now. Do you agree with that assessment?
I do agree with JaVale. Listen, when you look at this Lakers team right now, they're winners. They're winners of 10 out of the last 11. And right now, they have the best duo in the league in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And right now, both of these guys are playing at an MVP level. And when you look at the role players right now for the Lakers, the Avery Bradleys, the Kyle Kuzmas, the Caldwell Popes, the McGee, the Dwight Howards, these guys are being stars in their role. And right now, the Lakers are playing inspiring basketball. They're moving the ball. They're hitting their peak at the right time. And right now, I do agree with JaVale McGee that they are the best team in basketball right now.
And for those at home that like to read the tea leaves, the last time that the Lakers beat two of the NBA's top four teams in consecutive games was in February of '09, and that year they ended up winning the title. Now, Perk, LeBron would be a shoo-in for his fifth MVP if not for the young buck. So who's your fave to win and why, LeBron or Giannis?
And look, no disrespect to Giannis. Giannis is doing some great things down there in Milwaukee. But if you look at LeBron James, 17 years in, 35 years old, and he's having one of the best seasons of his NBA career. LeBron James, in the 17 seasons, has never averaged a double-double. And right now, he's averaging 25 points, 10 assists, and almost close to 8 rebounds a game. These are MVP numbers. He's at the top of the West in a tough Western Conference, and he's leading the Lakers right now. And to me, he's my favorite for us to win the MVP.
You mentioned the stat line, LeBron. Only 5 players have ever averaged 25 points and 10 assists over a full season. That's what he's currently doing right now. Let's talk about the Rockets, though. They're on a 4-game skid. They lose to the Knicks, the Hornets, and they get routed by the Magic, with James Harden saying that he has no clue why things are going so wrong. Answer that for him, K-Perk. Why are things going so wrong?
Are you serious, James? The things that's going wrong is you, my brother. And look, James, I love you to death, but this Rocket small ball is built for Russell Westbrook and James Harden to be stars. And when they was doing well, those guys were being stars. And right now, James Harden hasn't been playing up to the MVP level that we know James Harden to do. And in order for this to work, Russell Westbrook and James Harden are going to have to be those guys that come in night in and night out and at least get 30 points a night. Yeah. And James haven't been doing that.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get that done when you're shooting 19% from three-point range,
right.
Which is what James Harden is currently doing. I do have to say this very quickly as we say thank you, K-Perk, and let you go. I have also had lockets with family members on them, but mine were like $7 and came from Claire's. I imagine that is a very expensive locket around your neck.
Yeah, hey, look. Hey, I like to keep my family real close to me, though.
I love it. And just give them a little frosting around the picture as well. Kendrick,
a little ice.
A little ice, just a little dab. Kendrick Perkins joining us here. Talk a little NBA action. Thanks, Kate. Is coming.
I used to love playing that game, What If.
Me too.
All right, the Battle for LA Part 3. Staples Center roommates Kawhi, LeBron. Clippers 2-0 against the Lakers this season. Kawhi guarding LeBron early. He takes it baseline through the middle. Lakers down 3 after the made foul shot, bucket, and foul. Ensuing possession, Kawhi's turn with LeBron guarding him. Short. We see LeBron, he peeked into the backfield there. Wrong time. Clippers up 4 at the half. Fourth quarter now, under 3 to play. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Good look there to Anthony Davis. LeBron had 9 assists. Davis had a team high 30 points, added 8 rebounds. Lakers lead by 9. Less than a minute left. Lakers up 9. LeBron drives, layup, foul. What a weekend it's been for LeBron. More on that later. Scored or assisted on 19 of the Lakers' 27 fourth quarter points. Here's Patrick Beverley about defending LeBron.
Can you describe the challenge it is defensively when LeBron?
No challenge.
But particularly the end of the game.
No challenge.
Can you describe what it's like as a defender to when he tries to force the switches
Not hard
with
at
the
all.
guard?
I kind of want to agree to disagree there. Lakers get the Clippers for the first time this year. They're now 26-6, as you said, air quotes, on the road this season. By the numbers, Lakers approved.
Really good weekend for us. Playing against two of the best teams. The top 2 teams in the league, including with us, as far as record-wise. But no matter what was going on throughout the course of the game, we just held our composure. We continued to get stops. We continued to execute, and the rest is history.
I mean, we know the type of team that we are. If we don't do things that to beat ourselves, then we feel we can beat anybody, and we're a tough team to beat.
I will now go by the numbers.
Yeah, go by the numbers.
The Lakers improved to 42-0 when leading after 3 quarters. That's the 5th longest streak to begin a season in NBA history. The Lakers are now 24-0 this season when allowing fewer than 105 points. That's the most wins without a loss by any team in the NBA this season. The Lakers' opponents over the last 2 games, 96 combined wins. That, according to Elias, is the most wins by any team's opposition over a 2-game streak since the 1980 Suns. Doris Burke, an MVP dilemma.
It's still a 2-person race. If you ask me today who I'm voting for, it's still Giannis. But there's 20 games left and 18 for Milwaukee, and I don't have to put pen to paper yet. LeBron was masterful down the stretch of these games. In the final quarter against the Clippers, he was responsible for 16 points. He manipulated the chess pieces on the floor, got the matchups he wanted. He actually got Lou Williams off the floor. Patrick Beverley had to come back in. He was majestic. LeBron James was willing to guard both Kawhi Leonard and Giannis Antetokounmpo throughout the course of each game.
Doris.
4th best records, respectively. Beating the Clips for the first time in 3 meetings. This is the first time the Lakers have defeated 2 of the top 4 teams in the NBA in consecutive games since February of 2009, when they won back-to-back games against the Celtics and the Cavs. Kobe and those Lakers went on to win the title that season, and of course the next, with none since. It's time now to welcome Mike Greenberg and Jay Williams. Good Monday morning, fellas, as you get warmed up for the show. Yes. So, want to hear from you what you think this weekend says about the Lakers as they move forward now towards their ultimate goal.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson told us on Friday that he thought that they would do well to be 1-1 this weekend against the Bucks and Clippers. After we saw, what did you make of that?
Huge statement win for the Lakers. I still don't think they're the best team in basketball. I still give that to the Clippers. Lou Will is not going to go 1 for 10. Marcus Morris did not have 1 bucket down the stretch. And it took so much of LeBron James to handle this down the stretch. But still, a monumental win. And I do think, though, what happened, Greeny, is that LeBron James took the lead in the MVP race. I do think that happened.
I agree with the performances both on Friday night and then yesterday, and the crowd was certainly letting him hear that, chanting all of that. And this game yesterday in particular had such a playoff atmosphere, and if there's one thing you took away from it completely, because that was theoretically a Clipper home game yesterday. If these teams meet in the playoffs, it will be 7 home games for the Lakers.
Yes, it will be. The main question is LeBron James, the amount of energy that he had to exert. Could he do that for 7 games? You still felt watching the game that, all right, when are the Clippers going to get back in there? Like, how many shots can Kawhi miss? How many shots can PG miss? How many shots will Lou Will miss? The firepower is something that inevitably, Greeny, will keep them in so many games this season.
Or you got Anthony Davis making big buckets when you need them. He's got the best running mate that he's ever had. Say that again. Dwayne Wade, first ballot Hall of Famer. Kyrie Irving, magnificent career. Anthony Davis right now is a top 3 or 4 player in the NBA playing alongside him.
The main question is, can the bench for the Lakers, can Avery Bradley, can guys like Deion Waiters when he comes back in, can they give them that extra boost offensively?
You know who's here this morning to help answer those questions? Doris Burke is here with us. So we'll be talking hoops with her. We got a ton of football coming up.
I hope you had a great weekend, but it's time to get back to work with Hip Storm. I'm David Lloyd. No one had a better weekend than LeBron and the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. If you did, we want to hear about it. Litmus test, passing with flying colors. They beat the two teams they may very well have to go through in pursuit of their 17th NBA championship. Kawhi Leonard and the Clips, officially the home team at the Staples Center against LeBron and the Lakers. And the Clips, of course, 2-0 against the Lakers coming in. LeBron finishing with that layup, gets fouled. Tight game throughout. LeBron on Kawhi. Kawhi spins and finishes with a one-handed dunk. And, you know, look at it. LeBron, just for a second, takes his eyes off Kawhi and he blows